My name is Scott Large. I'm one of the owners of Provisions. We're a wine and spirits distributor based here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we're very excited to announce and introduce that finally, after many, many, many years of wanting and trying to get one of the most famous bourbon producers and historic bourbon producers from Kentucky, Willett. So Willett Estate is now available in Oklahoma as of this week, October 20th. I would maybe call your favorite retailer and see. There's a little bit to be spread around on this first drop, and so the better retailers and the bigger ones will definitely get access to it. So Willett has a long history of distilling that goes all the way back to their ancestors, all the way back to the 1500s, but the recent history starting in the 1800s with the direct predecessor began through a series of different things that he was doing. He distilled at a number of different places and was in partnership. But the modern distillery that we know today as Willett Distillery was founded in 1937. They actually put their first product into the Rick House on St. Patrick's Day in 1937 was the very first day. It's been operating continuously since then, although in the early 80s there was a period where basically the bourbon industry went through a serious slump, and it affected everyone. They did as well, but they've come out the other side of that, and now are considered one of the gold standards of rye and of bourbon for a number of reasons. It's all about quality. It's about their location. They're located right in Bardstown. They've got that access to streams like literally flowing on their property. The actual property where the distillery was Thompson Willett was his farm. So the farm was literally in Bardstown. And so through many years of high quality, family-oriented, generational learning, they've come to where they are today. Most of the recipes you see, particularly on the small batch ones, are direct recipes from their great-grandfather. So these are old-timey things. And then the reputation just precedes them everywhere. I mean, Willett is one of the great distillers because they've been so consistent for so long, for so many years. And we're just thrilled, honestly, really can't believe it. The product just arrived today. Can't believe that I personally have been engaging with them for 7 years. And so this has been a long process to get this done, and we're just so excited to have them here. So one of the ones that obviously is very noticeable is the iconic pot still reserve, and that's this in this bottle. This is actually shaped in the shape of the still, of the pot still. This is a 1.75 liter, so this is an oversized one. This is the flagship. This is probably what they're known best for. But they also make a very, very unique rye directly from the estate, and this is a 4-year rye, this one here. It has the family crest on it and everything. But then, in addition to these two very well known that are branded and labeled as Willett, the family also makes a host of other small batch whiskeys. One of the other really most famous ones is Old Bardstown. The Old Bardstown we don't have yet, but we hope to have before the holidays. That was the actual whiskey that they barreled back in 1937 on St. Patrick's Day, was the Old Bardstown. But some of the small batch offerings they do, this is Rowan's Creek. This is named for an old local person named John Rowan, who was a famous distiller. The creek was named after him. This is the creek that is the source of the limestone water that feeds all of the bourbons, and it runs through the property. It is a very soft, just absolutely phenomenal whiskey. These are between 5 and 20 years of age, a blend in this. And then this is Noah's Mill. This is another small batch offering that they do. This is considered by many to be one of the biggest, plushest, sort of in-your-face bourbons on the market today. And we just tried it, and it is absolutely that. It's a stunning, stunning bourbon. So that basically takes you through all 4 of these offerings that we have. This is a huge thing for the state of Oklahoma. For anybody that's into bourbon, this is a taste of history, and we've been working really, really hard behind the scenes for a long time to try to make this happen. And we're just thrilled that we got to do it coming out the other end of the pandemic. We just can't think of a better time to try to celebrate. And what's going to look better than a bottle of Willett Pot Still Reserve under the Christmas tree? I mean, that's just an absolutely fantastic gift for anyone. These are affordable and they will be somewhat available. We can't guarantee the supply because the demand is so great, but we're just honored and thrilled to be able to work with such a great family as the Colesvines, and we just really are thrilled that these are here today for our friends in Oklahoma.